Poverty elevation at compounding speed. It was a news for me when I read the book Uncertain Glory of India of Dr. Amar Sen that 20 years ago India had generally second best social indicators like IMR, literacy, malnutrition, etc. among 6 South Asian countries. In these 20 years there has been great economic progress. But now India stands second worst, better than only problem-ridden Pakistan. With this, I want to say, economic progress is a necessity, but may not guarantee inclusive growth. This idea will give a solution for an inclusive growth at a great speed. Okay, let us now see causes of poverty. I am not talking about external reasons like government policies, capitalism, etc., but the reasons internal to a family. In the same system, one family is rich and other one is poor. If a family is poor, it is because of one or more of the 5 reasons. Number 1 reason is lack of employable skills due to lack of education. Second reason is lack of health and healthy habits. Due to many avoidable diseases, poor people lose many productive hours. And it's not uncommon to notice that a poor family drowns into further poverty due to a major health hazard in the family. Public health persons say that many of these health problems are avoidable if people just wash their hands before eating and after defecation, use chlorinated water, consume deworming tablets, use muscovats, etc. Many of these problems can be avoided. Third reason is lack of awareness and voice to fight for their rights. Government today is spending lakhs of crores of rupees through thousands of schemes for poverty alleviation. If people are just aware of their entitlements and can raise their voice and these funds reach the poor, there is no another scheme required. Existing schemes and funds are more than sufficient to get people out of poverty. Fourth reason is lack of counseling. Many of our decisions about children's schooling, health, expenditure, etc. are based on the counseling we receive through our friends and relatives, knowingly or unknowingly. But many poor people go to such people who do not have right information themselves. Poor people do not have access to the right kind of people to get counseling. Finally, of course, lack of financial resources is a cause for continued poverty. As we all know, education is very important for poverty alleviation. Let me ask you a question. What is required to educate a child? We know that school buildings, non-leaking classrooms, benches, blackboards, books, teaching aids, all are required to educate a child in addition to good teachers. Some people may add, after doing some research, girls' toilets, sanitary napkins, uniforms, deworming tablets, and midday meal etc. shall also help increase school attendance and thus necessary for educating a child. I fully agree that the above are very much required to educate a child. But I want to say one thing. All these are necessary for educating a child, but they are not sufficient. A child requires a little nudge, counseling, monitoring, supervision, guidance, appreciation, reprimand, etc. to properly utilize the school infrastructure and teachers effectively. The word nudge and its importance I have taken from the book Nudge, Improving Decisions for Health, Wealth and Happiness by Tyler. Let us see what we do for our children's education. We will definitely provide them necessary books, good school and other facilities. But it does not ensure that my daughter will study well if I just provide necessary books and join her in a good school. Please note the kind of parental nudge we all give to our children from the morning to evening to educate them after providing the basic infrastructure. But these parents are the first time schoolgoers do not know what is schooling and what kind of parental nudge they have to provide. When parents have not able to provide, there should be someone to do it. What kind of someone? It is for sure that this someone cannot be government employee or some political representative. This someone should be from the same neighborhood and should have sufficient time to visit the child frequently. Should speak the same language and in the same accent the child uses. What I mean to say is the social distance between the someone and the child should be minimum. Family planning after 1 or 2 children is very helpful for health of the woman. Let us now see what is required for a couple to go for a family planning operation. Okay, hospitals, doctors, and cost reimbursement for the expenditure involved are necessary. What more? We need again someone to counsel the family and convince the importance of a small family to clear their fears, if any, about the family planning operations. If the man has a myth that his sexual capacity or sexual pleasure shall be reduced because of the operation, the someone should show him sufficient evidence to prove him wrong and clear the fear. After getting convinced for an operation also, still there may be some hesitation to go to a hospital, as they are new to the rules and procedures of the hospital. Someone should accompany them to hospital and ensure that the procedure is done smoothly. What kind of someone? Again, I am showing the same slide I have shown in the context of education. The someone should be from the family's neighborhood, should have sufficient time to visit the family and should speak the same language. That means Asha-like workers we should have. Let us now see use of socially useful products, SUPs. I call some products like mosquito nets, condoms, deworming tablets, chlorine tablets, etc. as SUPs because they not only help the poor if the poor use it, it may adversely affect the neighboring rich society also if poor do not use it. Hence, it is the responsibility of the society or government to ensure the use of SUPs. But mere availability of SUPs does not guarantee its use. Use of SUPs is a behavioral change. Again, someone should convince the poor about the importance of the products, should make the products available at an affordable price at the right time, and finally should nudge them to use. Thus, what I want to conclude is, we need a team of these someones who are mainly from the same neighborhood to improve education, health of the poor. But how to get these someones on board? Here is my solution to achieve. The proposed solution is to start a scheme called social network marketing. What is social network marketing? Social network marketing, in short SNM, is a scheme run by government in which any citizen of India can sign as a social welfare entrepreneur. I call him or her as SWE. SWE can receive cash incentives for every notified welfare activity done by him, like sale of socially useful products, institution deliveries, and students attain some skill set with his reference. That means SWE shall register first any pregnant woman for institution delivery. He motivates and helps her for institution delivery. For each delivery taken place with his reference, he will receive some cash incentive. Like this, SWE can do any other welfare activities and earn money. Not only that, SNM works in a multi-level marketing model. SWE can sponsor other persons as SWEs with his reference and help them to sponsor others. Like this, SWE can build a network under him. SWE is benefited not only by the welfare activities done by him, but from the total welfare activity done by the network in a month. To compare different welfare activities done by different SWEs, each welfare activity shall have a certain value measured as welfare points. For example, a vasectomy operation may have 100 welfare points. A student attains a skill set may have 50 welfare points, and a sale of 100 condoms may have 5 welfare points. At the end of the month, each SWE's and his downline network's total welfare points are calculated, and monthly bonuses are paid based on a fixed business plan. This business plan is not my innovation. It has been in operation for the decades very successfully. I am bringing that business plan from commercial products to socially useful products and welfare activities. Let me stop here and answer the question in your minds. Why multi-level? Giving incentives to welfare activities is not new. We have Asha workers in health, Praraks in education, and Shrammitr in labor. What is the advantage we get if you operate in a multi-level marketing model or network marketing model? The number one advantage of network marketing is, in a flat incentive scheme, there is no incentive to tell others about the opportunity. But in MLM, business grows only when you tell others. Suppose I sign as SWE. I will definitely try to do some welfare activities. But at the same time, I invite my friends and relatives to tell about this opportunity to join them as SWEs to grow my business. While telling about the opportunity, I must tell about the welfare activities like advantages of having institution deliveries, about skill development courses, about mosquito nets, condoms, etc. Out of 10 people I tell about the opportunity, 1 or 2 persons may join as SWEs. But others have heard my talk. They received the desired awareness. Hence in MLM, awareness spreads at compounding. Similarly, a SMS joke or an interesting video on WhatsApp reaches millions of people in a few hours. That's not because of one person or group is sending to each one, but it is because of every person is sending 5 to 10 of his friends and relatives. Einstein calls compounding growth as the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding growth is beyond our imagination. To give the audience a feel, I generally ask this question. Suppose there is a very big paper of normal thickness. You have to half fold it, then again half fold it, then again half. Like this, you have to fold it 50 times. Physically, it's not possible. But let us assume you have 50 times half fold a normal paper. My question is, how much thick it would be? If you already have not known the answer, I am sure you would give a wrong answer. Some people say it is a few inches. Some people say it is big. But how big is generally beyond our imagination. The correct answer is the thickness will be equal to the distance from the earth to sun. Please calculate 2 to the power of 50 into 0.1 millimeter thick, which is equal to 100 million kilometers. Okay, leave it. Suppose I have a magic wand. In just 1 second, I can convert one poor person to a rich person. Even then, it will take 30 years to me to convert 1 billion poor people to rich. What I want to conclude is problems of 1 billion people cannot be solved by linear growth models. We need compounding growth models, and MLM is such model. Second advantage of MLM is network marketing shows unlimited scope to earn huge money by building and mentoring a large team. In a flat incentive scheme, how much an Asha worker can earn in a month? In Chhattisgarh, it is about rupees 1000 average per month. Very efficient Asha worker may earn rupees 5000 per month. Where there is a scope of earning maximum rupees 5000, you can't expect intellectuals and high earning professionals shall do that job. But in network marketing, as there is a scope to earn huge money by building and mentoring a large team, intellectuals and high earning professionals will be attracted to SN. When intellectuals start doing these activities, innovations will come. Third advantage, which is the most important according to me, is to create a scope or hope for a poor person to be successful. Otherwise, poor with no education qualification and no money to invest have no legal opportunity to earn money. But if SNM like opportunity exists, one can tell a poor person, you don't need any educational qualification. You don't need any money to invest. You have to just do two things. You can earn rupees 50,000 per month. You have to first change your habits. You have to use SUPs. You shall ensure institution deliveries of your wife and sisters. And you have to do some welfare activities in your home and in the neighborhood. Secondly, you have to motivate 10 more people like you to do the same. That's all. You can earn very good money. This will create a hope in poor man's mind that he can also earn good money. The hope makes him change his habits towards constructive behavior. Sale of socially useful products. How to ensure SUPs like micronets, condoms or some educational videos be used by people? World economists divide into two schools in this context. Some people say that SUP should be given free of cost. Other school says that they should not be given free of cost as they misutilize them. For example, micronets used as fishing nets, condoms as balloons. But my suggestion is that SUP should be sold through SNM. SUP should be labeled with an MRP equal to market price, but SWE will get these SUPs at a very subsidized cost. Suppose a muscronet may be priced at rupees 300 MRP, but SWE will get say rupees 50. SWE shall try to sell these SUPs to his friends and relatives in his neighborhood. He will first tell the importance of use of the product and convince them. Please note, SWE is otherwise a trusted person to the family, close friend or a relative. Now he is telling the people about the product. They will easily be convinced. Even though they are convinced, everybody may not be ready to purchase the product at a MRP. Now SW will offer them at a reduced cost as he is getting at a very subsidized cost. Some price between MRP and subsidized price will be accepted by both and sale will take place. That is why it is important to provide the SUP at a subsidized cost to SWE so that he can offer a rebate to the beneficiary. Thus the major portion of the subsidy will finally be transferred to the beneficiary. Like this, if SUPs are sold through SNM, more number of people will be convinced and will be nudged to use them. Let us take an example to show how SNM helps people actually use the product. Suppose government has produced good video educational content for 10th class students, which can be seen on televisions, which most of the families have. Government is ready to hand over video CDs to students at no cost, but there is no guarantee that students watch them. I suggest the CDs should be sold through SNM to make students watch. The CDs should be labeled with MRP equal to their market value, say rupees 100. SW should be given them at a subsidized cost, say rupees 10. SW will get the profit if he can sell them above rupees 10, and also some welfare points which will benefit the SWE as well as the whole of his upline. Let me explain how it will work. As upline SWEs are benefited with the sales, uplines shall train the SWE how and whom to sell the CDs and also motivate and nudge him to go to his friends and relatives to sell them. Maybe they will make him create a list of the 10th class students and families among his friends and relatives. They will also give him a script of what to say about CDs and how to convince them with the importance. SWE shall visit the families, convinces the many people, but it is for sure he cannot sell at MRP. He will sell at a price slightly more than his cost. But that's not end of it. It's common that whenever a student gets a new book or CD, he will just use it for 1 or 2 days and slowly he forgets unless somebody reminds him. Whenever that SWE visits the family next time for a business purpose or otherwise, his mother or father would complain, "You have made us purchase that CD, but your nephew is not using it." Then the student will give some excuses. If there is any genuine technical problem or something, SWE will help solve it. Otherwise, he will tell again the importance. That is how the student is nudged to use the CD. It will not happen when the CD is given free. One more thing I want to say about network marketing. I know many network marketers who drive a few kilometers to a friend's house, spend there an hour or so, sold them a toothpaste or soap, most probably at distributor cost, and finally be happy that they have made a sale. If you just count the cost of fuel and time, it will be a lost transaction. But still such transactions happen in network marketing because of 2 reasons. The cost of fuel and time they won't count as a cost of transaction as they are visiting a friend anyhow to be visited. Networker does not even see the profit they get in that sales as his goal is to reach higher achievements and this sales is essential for achieving them. Because of this nature of transaction, SNM will give us more time of people on welfare activities at a fraction of cost to be otherwise paid for that time. Here you see a pregnant woman, maybe a poor rural woman or a beggar. Today there is nobody who has self-interest in her institution delivery except her family. But if SNM is operational, there will be many people who will be benefited with her institution delivery and hence they will try to impress her and her family just like insurance agents do to a prospect. Similarly, when they see a smart student, there will be people who compete to guide him or help him. SNM actually converges different forces towards poverty alleviation. Awareness is very important to come out of poverty, and as I told you, awareness spreads at a compounding speed in SNM. Good counseling is very important. SNM creates links between people of different financial and social status, and thus poor people will get counseling from the upper strata people. I already told you the importance of nerds and how the SWE can easily provide it. In every community or a village, there will be a few people who have local influence on the community because of their caste, age or hereditary. Many people in the community will follow their advice. When SNM like opportunity is available, these people will try to use their local influence for earning money, and thus local influence will start acting towards a poverty alleviation. Especially in countries like India, we often observe hero worship among people and celebrities. S&M can use this celebrity worship to motivate people to work towards poverty alleviation. Let us suppose Amitabh Bachchan or Sachin Tendulkar will sign as SWE and offer the people, whoever does 10,000 welfare points of welfare activities can dine with me once in every quarter. The offer is sufficient to create a mad rush among his fans to do welfare activities and earn welfare points. In our society, we have many unutilized resources. One of the largest of these unutilized resources is the time with people. If people get an opportunity to use these resources to get even a small amount of money, people don't mind spending them. S&M helps to bring these unlimited resources into use at a very low cost. There are many people who want to do social work in the areas of health and education. Private charity and NGO efforts will converge due to S&M. They get incentives for their effort which will be put back to the society as they are basically doing not profit work. S&M actually transfers a large amount of money to the bottom of the pyramid, ensuring sufficient nudge to spend that income on education and health. Today, poor have some opportunity to earn money. If not legally, they have illegal ways. But please tell me one scope for a rickshaw puller or a small farmer to do something and to get claps of the people. After all, poor also human beings. They also want appreciation and ego food. In S&M, any SWE can do some welfare activities and can achieve certain level and can get claps of other SWEs in their meetings. For any kind of network marketing, we see a parallel education system which is very effective in improving personality, public speaking skills and entrepreneurial skills. S&M also shall have a parallel education system which consists of seminars, open meetings, books, audio, video, CDs. These all will be self-paid. S&M will become a great open university for mass personality development. As I already told you, rich and intellectuals will enter this business and introduce decentralized innovations for solving basic social problems. Last but most important is S&M creates hope, aspiration and confidence at the bottom of the pyramid. This is convergence of different forces. Okay. Finally, how much does it cost? As per a rough estimate, it costs to the government 150 rupees per person per year. It means for the whole country, it is rupees 18,750 crores. For a state like Chhattisgarh, rupees 375 crores. But this money will be spent only after the desired outcome is achieved. That means if every delivery takes place in a hospital, every young person gets a skill set and every family uses all desired SUPs, that much amount will be spent. S&M will converge all forces towards improving health and education. In a short time converts to a people's movement which can reduce poverty within a short span of 5 years. Thank you. Your inputs please. In this format. Give your name and details. And actually, I want to do a pilot in one of the districts. Just give me your opinion, whether you are with the pilot or not, and send me to this aksomasekhar@gmail.com. If you need further details, please refer my book, which is available on all online bookstores.